Back to Two Brothers Sports Podcast presented by RambleOnSports.com. It is Thursday, August 1st. Yes, it's Thursday. We are coming to you midweek. Decided just to take a little Tuesday off. We're recording on a Wednesday night, but coming to you guys on a Thursday. It's August 1st. We've got UFC 304 recap from Max. We got quick little Olympic golf. It's already going to be underway by the time you're listening, but just a couple quick picks to look at. If we're still in good odds, might be worth betting. If not, disregard. And then, Max,
Yeah.
Carlos, brother, we got the Bears, the Packers. We're talking NFC North preview. We're talking futures, prop bets, things we like on the NFC North. We're also doing a double whammy Max podcast because we're also hitting the Big 12 and West Virginia Mountaineers. So going to get his take. Oh, yeah, guess what? We're also going to sprinkle in a little non-power five. So maybe Sammy Boy over here gets to talk some JMU Dukes real quick. So we're going to get into some previews. That'll be basically what we're doing leading up to the season. Give us some props so that we can tell you we said it before the season started. And then we'll obviously sprinkle in the relevant betting perspective for that week. So me and Max, just the two brothers. Max, talk to us about the UFC card. What were your thoughts, takeaways, things that you loved?
Yeah, I'll skip this is skipping just a smidge, but my fault on Molly. I know I said throw her in, but I gave you the option to not throw her in. She just sucks. And I've seen many people talk about it. I'll just reiterate it. I mean, she might not be in the UFC if it wasn't for Patty. Um, she's kind of his right hand gal. But she's had some great knockouts and stuff, but I think in her last like 5 fights, she's only won once. Um, maybe like 4 fights, but tough one there. Just got beat down. So hand up on there. Uh, Mokaev, uh, he did his thing, won unanimous decision, has now been cut from the UFC. I don't know specifics, but Dana was basically just like, "Yep, he's going to do well in the PFL." So
I saw
he's
that.
he's done. I don't know why. I mean, he just turned 24 yesterday. Um, Super young, was one of those guys that could easily climb up, with like Talbot and Bo Nickel, stuff like that. The young guys that will future champs. So he's done. He will easily be PFL or even one. I think PFL is a little higher paying than one, but he'll do very well. I mean, he's undefeated. I think 4 fights in the UFC, undefeated. So good for him. We move on. Um, Yeah, Arnold Allen beat up Giga. So I was wrong on that as well. Chickadees did it. It's just I
Chickadees
don't
and that.
know. I was feeling it. That's what happens. Hand up is as well. I didn't do so hot. I actually did pretty
Dog,
good.
though.
There was one very good one that really wasn't even the best odds that hit. I'll get to that in a little bit. It was overall a fun card. It was good. A lot of decisions and stuff. But we got to Patty Pimblett versus fucking King Green, fucking Bobby Green,
Yeah.
and Bobby decided to shoot on a predominantly grappler, absolute crazy effort. I don't know what belt he is, but he's up there. He might be like a brown, which is crazy good. And yeah, just absolutely shot. And Patty did his thing, just totally just got him into a triangle so quick, then fucking got him into a triangle and an armbar like combos. Nuts. It was absolutely class act by Patty. I'm sorry for saying I didn't want to touch it. I mean, it was good odds to just do Patty money line. I think it was minus like 130, but I I was kind of scared. Sep sent me that link and was just like, Patty probably won't, but he also just got, well, I'll finish my sentence. Patty like might go to like boxing Jake Paul or something after because his contract's up. Patty signed a new contract and also is now ranked number 15. So he's officially ranked in the
Nice.
UFC and he will be, I'll give him probably two more fights, maybe even one, depending who his next fight is. If his next fight is like a top five guy, might get a title shot after that one. But I'd say two fights and then title shot.
Okay.
If he wins those two.
What
So
class is he in, Max?
they are lightweight. So
Lightweight.
that would be fuck me up. I'm
Is that
blanking.
Makachev?
Ye- yes. Dude, I'm fucking yeah. Yeah, because welter's below lightweight's Islam. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to pull it up. Can I
So
have a
yeah,
oh,
so that's the Dustin one. Sorry. Go on.
I was gonna say just quick sidebar on Islam Makhachev saying, "Oh, you know what? Actually, let's sidebar that after we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Sorry. We will get there. I agree.
Actually, looking at it, he's going up just for future comments.
Um, good, good. Okay. Well, I'll get to my comment in a second, but continue. Sorry. Yep. So Pimblett, fun fight. That's what happens when you change your name from Bobby Green to King Green. Like that's just an asshole move, and
Ooh,
get your
dude. Exactly. I want Patty to fight Dan Hooker, who's at 9, and then he's gonna have to fight like Gaethje, probably no, because Armand might get a title shot. Um,
Oh,
but
it's Strukin.
yeah,
He's fucking nice too.
he's number 2, and then it's Charles, and then it's Gaethje. So Dan Hooker, if he beats Dan Hooker, fights like Gaethje. Poirier's coming back for one, but I don't know if I want to see that.
Dude, Pimblett
Uh,
will get his ass beat by Gaethje, I think, or Oliveira.
that's the thing. If he plays the ground game like Oliveira did against Gaethje, like,
Did you-
and he can still stand and bang. He's not. He can't. He doesn't have. I don't. We don't know how strong his chin is. Actually, I mean, he fucking barely gets punched. So I
Yeah,
really,
that's the point.
I don't know how strong his chin is, but Gaethje's is very strong. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe even like a Dariush, but Patty's got a pretty good hill to climb. I will say that.
Yeah. Yep. I would agree with that. Okay. Something to look at though. He did well. Home crowd. Look good. What's
Yeah,
next?
he's awesome. He calls people sausages.
Oh, he's fucking sausage.
His post fight was like, um, they were like, "What do you like, guys? That you were saying? Oh, let's see how he does against Bobby Green. Let's see how he does." He's like, "Look what I did to him. I fucking choked him and broke his arm. Like, what do you guys say now? You fucking sausage." Let's go, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I love the guys who talk shit back to the reporters. Just like fuck all you guys. Like, come on.
Oh yeah. He'll be very exciting in the future. I think he's 25, 6. Um,
Okay.
how old is he? Doesn't tell me. Hester, get out of there. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, he's 29. Oh, he's
Ooh.
cool as fuck.
Oh, fuck off.
uh, but really not that bad. Like, dude, I mean, he's in insane shape. He is
I was
fucking
gonna say, like, I feel like it's almost like some of it, like, there's probably a certain age, but like, you'd be like 38 and you've only fought like 15 fights, but like,
yeah. Well,
he's
15.
got that is kind of a lot.
He only fought like 5 in the UFC.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. What other fights were you eyeing looking at? I'm trying to pull up everything. My shit is so slow right now.
Fucking Tommy Aspinall, dude.
Yeah, man.
Y'all, first round, easy money. It was plus 5, or Jesus, only plus 100. But
Or first round?
for him to win in the first round was a plus 100.
That's crazy.
I know, but gotta house it. Excuse me. You know what he does? Curtis Blades didn't stand a fucking chance. Tom Aspinall averages 2 minutes and 10 seconds per UFC fight, maybe even just fight in general, but I think it's just UFC fight, um, which is absolutely insane. It's truly, truly insane. And yeah, his post fight was like, or maybe actually it wasn't even this recent post fight, but he was saying he's like everyone wants to talk about dragging him to like the third and fourth round and all this shit. Like, he's like, then fucking drag me. So get me there. And it's just
Yeah, yeah.
like and it was so sick. It got me so hyped. He's an
He's
absolute
grown on me.
and he's awesome. And he called out John Jones as we were talking shit pre-fight. Fucking John Jones is still gonna end up fighting Stipe, and then Aspinall is the backup fighter. So
Oh, I don't like that.
how are you gonna make the champ fucking back up?
Yeah, exactly.
But I saw a theory and it was they do that, Tom gets called back up. Week the week of the fight, Stipe backs out. Tom has to come in on a couple of days' notice. And then if he's not like actually he's gonna be training. I mean, he
Oh,
fought.
he's gonna be fucking ready, dude. I'm ready to hammer that. The second that changes, hammering Aspinall. I like John Jones a lot, but
He only
goddamn.
fought for a minute, dude. I think he got hit once. Like he's gonna just still be training. He got
You
hit
know what's
five
crazy?
times. 5 times he got hit.
What happened? So I'm looking at Aspinall. He lost to Blades in July of 2022, and
Snapped
like
his leg.
that's what that was. Okay,
Yeah.
that I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he kicked him in the leg and broke his leg.
I hate that. That sucks. That's like the Chris Weidman thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Okay. And then who knows? Maybe Ngannou comes back.
No. He got his Anthony Joshua bag and retired.
I don't. I mean, I guess I don't blame him. He was getting booty cheeks at the end of it.
Yeah, he's just yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I like that. No, Aspinall. He's grown on me. He's massive. He talks
His call
shit.
out was so awesome. Everyone was like, that's the most British call out ever.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hi John. I got nothing personal against you, but I think I'm better than you. It's like, fuck
Like I
yeah.
don't want to make him mad. I don't want John Jones to be so mad he does coke the night before and he still has it in his
Shows up
system.
to my house with a machine gun.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, I love that. I love that. Good. Yeah. That one was one where I was like, well, that was why like sometimes I don't buy the card because I'm like, shit, that happens so fast. But obviously,
I'd rather that versus this fucking next fight I had to watch and just hope that Leon did something, and he did not. Um,
yeah, let's get to it.
just a
Belong.
terrible fight, absolute shit show. This is pretty much Sean Strickland versus Izzy, but Bilal wrestled him instead of like jabbed him.
Okay. Yep, I am
And
following.
just like literally, I think like same exact odds. And you're like, well, yeah, it's kind of possible, but like, there's no way he lets this happen. He can just like knock him out whenever he wanted, and he just didn't, and just got absolutely dominated, just slammed on his head. I'm sure
I
you
saw that one. Yeah.
saw. Like he really dropped him on his head. I was like, oh my god! Like I thought he was gonna be knocked out. Like it just absolutely just manhandled that man. And yeah, like Bilal gets a bad rap a lot from the UFC community and specifically Twitter, UFC. Um, but that's just because he's kind of weird, but he's a good dude and fought well for it, and it is deserved. So good for him. And Leon just with an absolute disappointing showcase and just dog shit performance. So
Can you define weird, or is it just like just weird posts, or like?
Well, yeah, he's just like one of those guys that tries to be funny too
Oh,
much.
okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean,
He's not like a bad. They're
dude,
just
dude, some of
and
these.
he's a boring fighter. I mean, he's a boring fighter, as what we saw on Saturday night.
Can I say something, Max? And I hope I don't offend the welterweights, but is this just kind of a boring division right now?
Um,
Because
yeah,
Leon's not a sexy one. Bilal doesn't seem to be a sexy one. Like there's not that like pop in the well. Usman, like I mean Covington is that, but like you got like I'm looking at all the welterweights. It's like
yeah.
Masvidal, Burns, like
Shavkat is amazing. JDM is also fantastic.
why
Um,
why are they not pulling? Why is
we got
Bilal?
Ian.
Let me hold on.
Ian Gary's in there with Gilbert Burns.
Okay, that's more fair. For some reason, what I'm looking at in the fight center thing, it's not giving me all those guys.
Oh, you gotta go to like divisional rankings. This is the
Yeah.
best. Um, but
So it's
no,
not
you're not far
not
off.
as bad.
He's best. Shavkat's gonna be the next champion. He he would poop on Bilal, dude, and I can't wait.
Babcock? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's nasty. I did not realize he was a welterweight. Yeah. He's
and
18-0. What are we doing? Why is he not? Is he the next one? He's got to be the next
yeah.
one.
Wonder Boy was his big like test because Wonder Boy's the goat and just an absolute like crazy fucking jujitsu guy, like insane kickboxer. Like he's like the highest rank in both, and this man submitted him in like round two.
Damn. Damn. Yeah, he's nasty. I'm looking at like, yeah. Okay, so Kevin Holland's in there too. Okay. Yeah, that's not okay. That's better than what I thought.
Yeah, ADM's good too. So I would like a Shavkat JDM. That would be fun.
Is Usman gonna fight? What's up with him?
Who knows, dude? I truly don't know.
What would you say the best class is right now? What's the most fun? Because I mean,
Favorite one to watch
lightweight's kind of
personally is, yeah, I'd say lightweight's a good one. Featherweight's very fun as well with Max and Volk and Ilya's even kind of fun to watch, I guess.
Ortega. Ortega's fun when he wants to
Yeah.
fight. Sterling. Actually, Sterling's not fun to fight. Oh, Diego Lopez. Ooh, ooh, that Ortega Diego Lopez and Noche.
That's, yeah, dude. That's gonna be awesome. Bantam's not even bad. We got Sandhagen, who shout out Campbell Dunn is has trained with Sandhagen multiple times, so that's
Oh,
fucking
cool.
sick.
That is
Uh,
sick.
he's fighting this weekend, but he's bantamweight with Sugar, Marab, um, Aljo
Campbell
with
or
but
San
Sandhagen. Sorry, I mean yeah. Sandhagen fights this weekend is ranked top three. He's number three in the bantamweight.
Yep, yep.
But that's
Um,
Jan Cejudo, Aldo, Marlon, Chito Vera, Figgy.
nice.
Honestly, it's the low. Honestly, the skinnier boys, smaller boys, are a little more fun because they're also faster. So it's just like you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Versus you just have. I mean, dude, I like the heavyweights. I mean, you got Volkov, Sergey Pavlovich, Derek Lewis, Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blades. Not so much. He was better like 8 years ago. He's better, great wrestler and shit. John Jones, Stipe. Those heavyweights very fun too. But yeah, like flyweight. I don't know. Sorry, I could just talk about
No,
any.
no, no, you're good. I was gonna try and segue real quick because you said a couple names that are I know unless you had anything last on the Bilal Edwards, but I was gonna say and this weekend's card is I didn't think we were gonna talk about it, and I wish I had mentioned it earlier, but this weekend not a bad little card, and we're gonna get home late from that Zach Bryan concert. So um any thoughts on the Abu Dhabi UFC Fight Night this weekend? We got headlined by Sanhagen and Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, I mean, I think that fight will be great. Rooting for Sanhagen plus 260. Great underdog odds.
Ooh, okay. This is why we talk. This is why we talk.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
I'll be.
fucking, huh?
I said I'll be with you, so I'll get these picks. But yeah, this is good for the people because I didn't realize this card was as good as it was.
Yeah, dude. We got fucking Shara Bullet Magomedov fighting again after just fighting about a month ago, about a month and a week ago. He's fighting again against Olajizik. So that would be good. I like that a lot. And those odds are, this is ESPN. I'm just minus 250 for him. So honestly, a little better than last time. He was like a minus 1,000, I think. Um, so look at that sub or TKO double chance, probably closer to minus 130-ish, maybe even. That's not a bad one to look at. Uh, Huge one here. We got good old Chito Vera and Figueredo. Um, Cheeto is plus 125. I like that a lot. I think a good call would be decision. Actually, those odds are probably up. I'm sorry, I don't have them up, but
I'll
I
pull them
think
up.
to go the distance would be a good one for
Just
that.
the whole fight,
Granted,
or
yeah, just that whole fight. I think that's a safer play. I don't know how that will go. I think Cheeto can get it done. I do like Figgy though. He's sneaky, he's quick, he's fast, and he's favored. But um, hand
guess
up
the line. Guess the line. What is the fight to go the distance? I have it in
minus 150.
minus 150 to go the distance
Yeah.
at 100, and you're right
Oh,
there.
damn. Yeah.
Minus 250.
Well, it's 3 rounds, probably, right?
Yeah. I don't hate a yeah, I mean not it's minus 140 for money line, so you might as well take Figueroa if you want, but to win by decision is minus 110 for Figueroa if you want to do that.
Not bad. I kind of like Cheetah though.
Cheeto, I'll just play the 120 then.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry. So wait, hold on. Let me pull up. Sorry, I thought you said Figueroa. Let me pull up Cheeto real quick. I just Cheeto
Mm-mm.
Cheeto by decision plus 300.
No, that's not really what I was saying Cheeto, and then I was like, but safer is just doing the distance. I didn't know it'd be minus 120 or minus 250. So
I know, dude, right? Crazy. Okay. Any other fights you like in that card?
yeah, I mean, this is kind of Tony Ferg's El Kukui last chance. He's lost 7 straight. Um, he's got to win against Michael Chiesa. So we'll see how that goes. He's plus 400.
Yeah. You want to throw a Tony Ferguson, Cheeto, Shara Magomedov, and a Sandhagen parlay that's plus 6,142.
Nice. Give me
Yeah.
that. And then throw in Mackenzie Dern at minus 120.
And you get plus 11,259.
Boom. Put a dollar on it.
Put it
Dollar,
up. Yeah, maybe $2, maybe $20.
maybe $250.
$10 would win 1.1K, so I might throw that for shits and gigs. I'll
Yeah.
probably throw that on the way to the Zach Bryan concert.
Yep.
Let's go. Okay. Any more UFC, or do we want to get to some Olympic golf talk?
Nope. Let's get her done. We can move on.
Yep. Get Dern done. Get Dern done. You get it.
Yeah.
And now I don't know why this is awesome. Now my screen is in like halfway purgatory because I'm using two screens and I can only see part of you and it won't let me move the rest of it. But oh, there we go. You're back. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Now that we've done some UFC, we're gonna do some quick Olympic golf. It is in Paris, right outside Paris. Le Golf National. Really not gonna be much for you guys to bet in terms of like our normal 5 picks. First round leader will probably be done. Let's see. T30 will be non-existent by the time that happens. Matchups will probably be gone. So we're just gonna give you quick little outrights and T20s, max. And what I'll say, I'll preface like if they're still in the ranges of where we're at or like better, like I don't want to tease it, but you have somewhat more Kawa getting plus 900 and he's plus 450. Take it as you want, but that might have been so if we say that, take
Yeah.
advantage. If it's completely out of the way, don't obviously fucking bet it. But just keep that in mind because by the time you're listening, it'll already be round 1 done. But Max, T20 and outright, where are you going with that route and who you looking for this weekend?
T20, I'm liking Jason Day at plus 115.
Okay, I like it. The Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Yeah, I think you can sneak up there and just keep it steady.
Oh yeah. I like that a lot. Dude, this is bizarre. I keep getting you stuck in the thing. And where are you going with your winner?
Winner, I'm gonna play it safe. Probably not the best bet, I feel like. I don't know too much about this course, but I think Xander with the hot hand, I think he can get it done. It's only plus 550, which sucks, but um, I mean, we've seen Scotty at plus 450, and we were like, that sucks, but he still won, and we wish we did it. So that's just
Yep.
gagging. Yeah. Give me that Xander Schauffele plus 550.
And he did win in Tokyo in 2020, so I don't hate that one bit. Um, since 1982, this is the first time Americans have held 4 major championship trophies in a single year. Last time this course was played in a major event, aside from the normal DP French Open World Tour tournament event, hosted a 2018 Ryder Cup, and the U.S. got their asses kicked. Course has a lot of slope here. Just trying to give you guys some stats. Sorry, I should preface that. Not a lot of golfers have played in both the Ryder Cup and the last tournament that was here. Only 9 players, and then a lot of it. There's a lot of water hazards. It's not necessarily. It's like in between a Open Championship course, a regular Florida kind of like your TPC Sawgrass or Bay Hill. Like you know how those two courses tend to have more water. You got to shoot around it. You've got the water on the sides and different spots. It's not all the way there, but it's also not British Open. You got to hit to a certain point, otherwise you're fucked. But there is that kind of balance. So that just based on what I've read, it is a very some would say, and I don't have the exact article. I think it was Golf Digest. Some would say near impossible balance to strike. So a lot of stuff there. That all being said, Max, I do think I agree with you. I love the Shoffley pick. I love the Day pick because I think Day's just been there, done that. And I think Shoffley is on a goddamn tear right now. So I can't disagree with anything you're saying. I'm also going to go in the chalkier region of the outright winners. I'm going to go with Rory. You and I have talked at length today, basically just talking about how Americans have sucked at this tournament. Not going Morikawa. That would probably be my 1B. Going with 1A, Rory said Hey, ask the Americans how I played and what greens I missed in the 2018 Ryder Cup. I think he missed one per round on average. And I think he made all of them on that Sunday to win the Ryder Cup, beat the shit out of the US. And that being said, it's in Europe, time period, acclimated. You also talk about Xander being the 2020 medal winner. Guy was due for a big tournament win, hadn't had a big major recently. Now we see Shoffley doing the same thing. So he's either going to ride his momentum, or maybe we get a guy like Rory at plus 750 to kind of step in. He's due for a major. How many majors have we watched, Max, in the last 3 years where he's been right there? He's due. I think a gold medal would be a very good momentum builder for him. There's tons of other guys we can argue that would Aubert, a bunch of guys that would be good momentum builders into next season. Rory needs this one. I think it's going to propel him to a big season next year. I think he gets a major. I will put it on the record. I think he gets at least one major, maybe more. But I think he gets one. So give me Rory plus 750. And then we're going to go with another European guy on the tour. He's been playing good golf. I think he's flying under the radar. So a T20 at minus 120. Give me the septic tank, Sepp Straka, the Austrian monster. He's just been playing good golf. He's good for a backdoor. It's a tough course, and I think he starts out hot. So, really don't have much on that front. Other than that, everyone just enjoy. If it's looking good, great. There's no cut, no miscut, make cut. I don't believe is. I don't think there is. Um, it's it's a tough course. It's gonna be interesting. It's golf. I would advise not to bet like you're betting the British Open or maybe some of the other tournaments we've recently done. I'm doing smaller units because it's the Olympics and you really don't know what's going on. I mean, God forbid one food court in fucking Paris and the village gets like contaminated and Scotty Morikawa, when like all the Americans and like Europeans can't play. And all of a sudden we're left with like Tom Kim and couple other guys. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how everything's set up, so we're not going to read into it too much. I'll take a breath for a second. Yeah. Anything else on the golf front, Max, or just like Olympics? I'm not really paying attention, to be honest with you. I don't have jack shit, and I can't bet much of it. So
Uh, I'm not really. I mean, I work all day and then I just watch. I'll say this is probably super, but I started watching Barry on HBO. That's a great show. So I've been
I
on
hate
that.
everyone.
Yeah, I've been hooked on that instead of since like no sports. Cubbies piss me off, so I can't really watch them right now. Um,
Yeah, I get
I
that.
just like binge and shit.
Oh, I totally get that, dude.
Yeah,
I totally get that. All right, shit. Well, I'm sorry. Got trying to get my screen. I was trying to get you back on the right screen.
but right.
Oh, no, still not on the right screen. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Fuck yeah. Sorry, dude. We're just having a couple technical difficulties. Because I kept looking left because you were on this screen and now we're switched back. So, um, that's where we're at. Here we go. Wow, we're back. Okay, Max. Football, college football, Big 12.
Yeah.
Where are the West Virginia Mountaineers going to slot? Let's start. Yes, fuck yeah. Milan Puskar Stadium's going to be rocking with the blue and yellow. And Max, guess what blue and yellow makes?
Green.
Green. That's what it makes. It makes Garrett Green. Gonna be a fucking stud. If you have played,
You're talking about the Packers. I was like, what the
no,
fuck?
fuck no, no, no. I'll get
Like,
my
in the
shine later.
spotlight already?
No, no, I'll get my shine later, Max. I get my rants in there here and there. I will get that in. What? But no, we're talking Garrett Green, and that's what blue and yellow makes. Guy's a stud. NCAA football. I know you haven't played too much of it, so I'll say this, and then I'm gonna let you go ham on West Virginia preview. But Garrett Green, if you're playing NCAA football, boys, and you need a team that's not super chalky and nasty like Oregon or the other shit, you want to play with the solid team, West Virginia, Garrett Green, CJ Donaldson. Offense is stellar. He's fast as fuck, and he's very solid in that game. Max, why are you pumped about West Virginia this year on the reality front, not college football 25 front?
Well, I'll just say real quick. You know what? Since you went this route, you know what red, yellow, and blue creates?
Like a light purple? I don't know.
Good old Neil Brown.
Oh, I'll do that. Yep.
We are trusting the climb this year. 9 wins last year. Almost everyone has stayed. Lost a few guys, replaced them pretty well. I think that I'll just say right now, us at 6.5 wins is absolutely crazy. Granted, it's -130, so odds really, I would take 7.5 wins at +100. I don't
I'm
give a
gonna look at
shit.
an alt. I'm gonna look at an alt wins while you're going.
Do they have that? That'd be
I,
cool.
I'll I'll check, but you go.
Yeah, like I don't, I dude, we're gonna be better than Zona. We're gonna be better than Kansas. Oklahoma State always has our name. I think we'll be close to them. And then Utah, I know this is Cam Rising's 10th year with them, so he's pretty much just a fucking I don't even know. Like he's like Perry Ellis. I don't know. This man has been there for so long.
He's technically eligible for year 8.
Yeah, dude. Like
That's next year. That's not even this year.
dude, I don't get it. I don't understand how this is happening. With that being said, we can snap him. That means he's just way older than all our guys. So we'll just fucking like the guy from SpongeBob with his fragile bones for being an old man. But West Virginia at plus 1,800, I'm taking it. I don't give a shit. I know that's super biased, but I think we can win the Big 12. It's a tough conference, always is, always has been.
I'll agree.
But yeah, but this team, do we? I'm just so high on them right now. I think we're going to be so much better than last year. We lost an insanely shitty game to Houston that Thursday night. I don't know if you remember that, where it slipped through the hands and they caught it in the end zone on literally was 0 on the clock.
Okay.
That Thursday should so that'd be
Oh yeah, I
we
do
would
remember.
have 10 wins. Plus there was like one other, I forget who it was against, but there was like one other game where we should have won. Um, so don't have Texas, don't have Oklahoma. Huge. That's our biggest problem. So I'm excited.
I would trade Texas and Oklahoma for Utah every day of the week. That's like trade.
Yeah, and like the fact that Zona is not much higher than us, but is ranked higher for um, Big 12 champions, like that's insane. And the fact that Colorado is right under us. Colorado won 4 games last year.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I'm sorry, I just pulled it up. They only have 6.5 and 6+. They don't have 7+ or 8+. They have 10+. And I don't know if West Virginia wins 10, but the fact that they win 9 and they're still like getting back to it, like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't hate. I wrote down plus 1,800 as well. Um, highlighted it. I think Garrett Green's gonna be nasty. What's the defense looking like?
We got a top ranked corner. Our defense is good. I mean, what the fuck, dude? I'm trying to pull it up. It's just not.
I mean, you look at the teams that are ranked in the top 25 right now for like preseason from the Big 12. You got Zona at 11 with Noah Fafita, who's nasty. Oak State, Ollie Gordon suspension. K-State, new QB, um, solid, but you know how K-State is. They don't win more than 9 games. They don't lose less than 7. And then you have Kansas, who, Max, I'll be honest with you, in terms of like sleepers, if it's not Utah, which I'm big on Utah, to be honest with you, we'll get into that in a sec. But if it's not Utah, it's either Kansas or West Virginia. And Kansas, I do like a little more because they've got Devin Neal at running back who rushed for like 1,400 yards last year, and then Jalen Daniels, their QB, and they should be healthy this year. So I don't hate them at plus 950, but I mean, Cam Rising goes down. What are you gonna do,
Yeah.
Wake up, wake up. We're talking about football. Wake up.
Aubrey Burks is the guy I was thinking of. He's a safety.
Okay.
Aubrey
Okay.
Burks is nasty.
I like that a lot. Some
Yeah,
just like what else? Transfer QB situation. KJ
Corey
Jefferson
McIntyre is gonna be a nasty D line. Huh?
for West Virginia.
Yeah, he's a freshman. I don't know how much he'll play, but he's gonna be super nice.
Mm, okay. Okay. What do we think on Colorado? Over under is 5.5.
I don't know, dude. They've been I get I don't know. They've put a target on their own head. That's all I'll say. So like, and granted, that's just gonna prove everything that they said right. But like at this point, like motherfuckers just want to beat them because they're like, it's every team's Super Bowl and all this stuff. They're like, fuck you. Like you guys, by the point they like by like week 6, they want to be like, you're 1-5. Like, how are you our Super Bowl? You guys are just bitches. Or, I'm not trying to like, I'm not saying I want that. Like I like Dion. I don't mind Shadur. Like Travis Hunter. I fuck with Travis Hunter heavy. He's an insane
Nasty.
athlete, like just amazing. I'm not like whatever fucking putting it on him. Like I don't whatever hoping that happens. But I don't know. I mean, that they don't have that much other than those guys. Like Shiloh's good. Like they like everyone they brought from Jacksonville State or Jackson State um are kind of their top guys, and people have
Oh, and
left.
their top running back transferred to K-State. That's why K-State's got some hype.
That guy, I had him on my fantasy team.
Edwards or something, I think.
Coleman Edwards, something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
some Edwards. Because there's Edwards from Michigan, and then I always get him mixed up with the Colorado guy. It's like Donovan Edwards and someone else.
Carson Edwards from Purdue.
Oh, chill. That's a throwback. That was a sick Final Four. I was watching the Purdue UVA game with a bunch of UVA people, and that fucking sucked. I had money on Purdue, and they're all going crazy, and they're like, "Oh, it's my Final Four," and I'm just like, "Shut the fuck up. You guys will be back." They haven't been back since they won.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that was like the best UVA team of all
Color
time.
scheme too.
Kyle Guy, fucking, what's the point guard's name? Ty Jerome,
I got
Danielle
this Daniil, not
Hunter. Oh, geez, I'm fucking.
DeAndre Hunter.
Thank you. I'm thinking of the end from
Yeah,
Minnesota. In football mode, Max. I'm in fucking football
I
mode.
know. I don't know how. I'm sorry, but I did see that team. I saw Javon Carter and Daxter Miles beat that team in the Coliseum.
Yes.
Just
Yeah, John Carter was fresh. All right, shit. Did I mention KJ Jefferson, the Arkansas QB to UCF?
oh wait. Oh,
That's like
sorry. You said Arkansas. I was like, what?
no, he transferred to
Yes.
UCF. So that's just like
UCF. Their UCF is going to be like well, I mean, Kansas State's kind of good now. Like an old like Texas Tech, like like they're that team where
yeah,
like not
they
terrible, but they're solid, and they will that you'll be 6-0, and they'll make you 6-1. You're just like
they'll
fuck.
ruin one team's season, if not more.
Like during our Will Greer era, granted they had like Kyle Rudolph and shit, but like Oklahoma State, they would still have like 4 losses and not any hope, and we'd
Yep.
lose to them while we're undefeated. And we're like, I fucking hate everyone.
Yep.
It's just
Yep.
bullshit.
No, that would be UCF. I don't know how well they're gonna be, but that's like one of those things like when UCF is playing
I think
BYU,
we lost to UCF.
well, like UCF is dope. Like they'll be like plus 7.5 against like TCU, and you'll be like, what the fuck? Like, I'll go TCU. Why wouldn't I? And then UCF wins, and you'll be like, oh shit, KJ. I'm just warning everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Just
when you go to bet UCF, don't forget KJ Jefferson's there.
yeah.
Uh, we know how UCF and their transfer QBs do. A lot of points, maybe not defensively, but yeah, that's one thing. And then the other transfer I was going to call out, and Max may ring a bell, may not, but this is going to be an even sneakier transfer. Baylor got a guy from Toledo. They got Toledo's QB Daquan Finn. And Daquan Finn was very solid for Toledo in his last couple of years. So now he's at Baylor. Um, Baylor likes to be good at football when everyone forgets about Baylor. So I don't think they're going to be incredible by any means. All I'm saying is that same thing. When you bet Baylor, don't forget they have a solid little team. Like if they're 28.5 point underdogs against Oak State and Ollie Gordon's not playing, like don't even think about it.
Yeah.
So that's just some pre-warning warnings. Any other bets that you've eyed for the Big 12? Like non-West Virginia related? I have
Um,
some stuff I can throw out, but I wanted to see if you had anything
I don't
specific.
know. I think if dude, Kansas at like 8 wins is kind of crazy, honestly. I mean, if Daniels can stay healthy, that'd be huge. I know he was hurt for like 5 games last year, or
Yep.
like half the season, whatever it was.
Yep.
Um, so that was rough, but I don't hate that over. Granted, I just said West Virginia's gonna. I don't know. I can't bet on any other
That's just
team.
one
I
game.
say it's hard for me to be like, yeah, this team. I want everyone to never win a game,
Well, yeah, you can't do that.
which is impossible. But I want everyone to have the least amount of wins while we have the most. Um,
I mean, so y'all,
I
so
think I like under Utah. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Utah. Utah's gonna have 9 wins. They're gonna come in here and be like, "Oh, this is easy breezy." No, it's not. It's similar to Pac-12, but it's not Pac-12.
I don't hate that. I just don't know where the wins are gonna go to, like who they're gonna go to. That's my thing.
I think Oklahoma State's going to do better than people think.
Well,
Is solid. Mike Gundy's got. I mean, they had a fantastic Big 12 media day. Just Mike Gundy saying whatever the fuck he wants. Uh,
yeah, and all of us drink and drive, right? Shut the fuck up,
Dude,
dude.
I've had 8 beers. That was fun. You're like, what, Mike? No.
Shut the fuck up. You're ruining everyone. You're throwing all of us under the bus. I'm trying to
My
find.
only punishment would be running him 50 times in a game. Like,
Yeah, it's like, no, no, Mike. You're just trying to get him the Heisman. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, that's your plan this whole year anyway.
Oh, you know what, Max? I might change my mind because Ollie Gordon will not be suspended anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was going to suspend. I thought it was still pending.
No, yeah, he's good. That's why I was like, yeah, I mean, they're gonna be rolling.
Shit.
Excuse me.
I would almost rather prefer Oak State than over Utah. If I'll be
Yeah,
completely honest.
exactly.
Okay. All right.
If
Okay.
it's not Dub V, it's gonna be Oak State.
Yeah. I don't hate that at all. I was going to sprinkle on Kansas
They
and West.
have been knocking. They've been knocking these past few years.
Yeah, they really Alan Bowman's a solid little QB. I think Gundy's on a fuck you tour, scorched earth. Him and Ollie Gordon, they're just gonna get drunk as fuck at the home games and then drive home together.
It's so funny because
Mike will
Oklahoma,
be like, I got Ollie right here. He's not driving.
yeah. I feel like a lot of the players actually do like fuck with him. I know he had that whatever that like super far right like network shirt, whatever. I feel like
Oh yeah.
granted it's in Stillwater, Oklahoma, so you know the whole fan base loves the absolute fucking shit out of him. But I still feel like he's a big players coach. I mean, we
Oh
see
yeah. I think
protecting fucking Gordon, but still, like I don't think any of his players have anything against him, or they wouldn't be
yeah,
there. Like
I think that's
he's there. He can do whatever he wants, and he's the man. I absolutely fucking love Mike Gundy. He's just hilarious.
no, I like him a lot. I think that's a good one. The other, so I'll tell you what, Max, I do like Zona. I already said that, but I don't hate their. Oh, so if we're going under Utah, I don't hate Zona going over 8 wins with the FIDA. Um, and that's plus 120. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. But I want to tell you two teams I am fading the fuck out of because I know we're hyping up teams. I want to fucking shit on some teams. And those teams are Cincinnati and BYU. No particular reason. But Cincinnati loses. Remember Emory Jones? He's a transfer from Florida, transferred to Cincinnati last year. There's him and Corey Kiner, which were two. It was the QB running back punch. Cincinnati lost a bunch of guys. They only have the running back Corey Kiner left. My thing is like you get a running if you only have a solid running back, why not pack the box with like 10 people? So like I think Cincinnati takes a step back, and by step back, they only won like 7 or 8 games last year. I've got them under 5 wins at plus 135. I also think the same for BYU. Slovis is gone, no QBs. They don't have a good running back. They've lost a lot of guys as well. And I think ironically, right, with BYU coming in or BYU coming in and then Utah following soon after, there is that Utah rivalry. Utah is going to be the best team in Utah, not BYU. And so I feel like BYU takes a couple steps back. I think it was cute when they had Keaton Slovis and those guys in the Big 12 their first year. I think this is a year where they probably go like 3-9. I still get the 4-8 hook at minus 125. So give me those two teams as teams I'm fading. But that's really all I have for Big 12, Max. Is there anything else you wanted to hit Big 12 wise?
No, I think yeah, we fucking nailed it.
I love it. Awesome. Oh, 1 second. Now Big 12's wrapped up. We now have, and we just want to knock this out because we're just trying to knock out the cute stuff here. Obviously, we got to get the Big 12 done, but we also have some non-Power Five teams that we're gonna do as well today before we get into NFL. Not a whole lot of teams odds wise. We didn't cover a ton because if they only give us so many games, I don't know how else we're supposed to like we can only bet so much. Um, that was cute. But yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about that and let's start, Max. Non-Power Five teams I'm watching. There is one non-Power Five team in the top 25. So let's start with them. It's the Liberty Flames from Lynchburg, Virginia. You got Caden Salter, who had a 32-6 touchdown INT ratio, 1,000 yards rushing, almost 3,000 yards passing, and their running back Quentin Cooley, 1,400 yards and 16 touchdowns. CUSA, don't see that being any issues. I think they should be just fine. But that's the only other team in the top 25 that's non-power five. So Max, any teams or conferences or anyone that you're eyeing on that front?
Um, dude, honestly, I mean, I guess we only talked about the Big 12, but we have a new playoff format. I mean, coming in this year
Great
with
point.
12 teams. So yeah, I think these non-power fives are going to be, or
And
yeah,
we're
sorry, fours. It'll take a little bit to get used to that.
yeah, yeah. Well, I already said power five, so
but yeah, I mean, in like the Sun Belt, we saw Coastal was so close a few years ago. JMU last year
Oh,
could have been pretty close. I know I'm probably skipping around, but
no,
like Liberty, if they go undefeated this year, they're gonna be like, probably 10 through 12. I don't think they might just be a 12. I don't know how they're
I was
gonna
gonna
do
say
that.
they
It'd be
might just be a
super
12
interesting.
so that they can like actually
Yeah, like
be
it's gonna be super
in the
interesting how that ranking goes with like an undefeated Sun Belt team. And then 2-win SEC team, like how are they gonna do that and all that shit? Maybe not SEC, but we'll say
they'll have 3 10-win SEC teams.
yeah. So yeah. So that would be super interesting, but it's gonna be awesome. I think giving these other guys, it gives like the March Madness vibes where you get to see a fucking um damn Fairleigh Dickinson. Like you get to, granted, none of these teams that would make it are like that, but it's like, oh, they have hope. Like you throw them in there and they have hope. So I think it'll be fun. It brighten the competition a little bit. See these little guys go all out. But no, Liberty, yeah.
I mean, that's it. Like I only called it
That's
out,
kind of
man.
the whole yeah. I know you
That's
got
it.
more stuff on JMU, but that's kind of my whole take. I remember we forgot to bring up the new playoff format, but
No,
yeah,
good
I
call.
I
Good
think
call.
these games are going to be way more interesting. I mean, we're going to see probably more Sun Belt, more American Conference, more I don't know, like Mountain West um, on TV more, just because they kind of mean a little more.
Yep. I was just, I agree. I was looking and Liberty doesn't have like a super strong schedule.
Are they like CUSA? What are they?
Yep, they're CUSA. But of course we can't bet on them from like futures.
But
They
you
might
got the
not
weekend.
they might yeah. Well, yeah. We'll have to see. Yeah, actually.
I
And JMU also.
didn't say that. I didn't say that out loud. Well, I guess that can't be like illegal, right?
Yeah, yeah, we were fine. I mean,
We're visiting another state.
yeah, just frequently. At least
Yeah.
we don't have to drive to the HVAC center. So fuck yeah. Thank you, North Carolina, for finally getting your shit together.
Wait, I
Uh
don't I don't have it yet. How do you have service and I don't?
oh yeah, dude. That shit was oh my God. Be like, well, my coffee's getting cold. And dad's like, where's my fucking donuts? We're just like, we have your donuts, damn it. We have your fucking donuts. We're just trying to play some bets. And now it's like, hey, can you put like 20 bucks on this game for me? And I'm like, Dad, no, that's irresponsible as fuck. He's like, well, it's tennis. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. Guy's like plus 8,000 to win. He wins. I didn't put the money on. He's like, oh, you should listen to me. And I'm like, all right, Dad, why? If you're some savant, like
Yeah.
me and Max doing a fucking podcast. But
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, let me so for non-power fives, so I'll do let me do my JMU spiel. I think they're plus 700 or 750 to win the Sun Belt. I'll probably play that for fun. We'll be competitive. We lost our QB, but we've got a transfer from Washington, Dylan Morris, who is Michael Penix's backup or third string. Jamie's got a tough little schedule. I think they win some games. I don't know if they win the Sun Belt. App State is the current leader in betting markets to win the Sun Belt at plus 275. App State had our number last year. They still have their quarterback from last year, Aguilar. I think they'll be solid. So, to be honest with you, if you're not a JMU grad, I don't hate the App State if you want to go away from the Dukes.
Yeah.
Uh, the Max, one of the biggest, I didn't check across the Power Five, but the biggest favorite in all of non-Power Fours right now is Boise State. at -110 to win the Mountain West, which, not Georgia like 2 years ago was -110 to win the SEC, and they did, but like that was a lock, and that was like the best Georgia team and best football team to ever grace the college football field. But
Yeah.
just to put that into perspective, Fresno's second behind at 475. Mountain West is a little chalky this year, so not much to get into there. I'm pretty sure the Boise State transfer, they got someone good this year. Um, Malachi Nelson, you remember him? He was the number one QB. He's a top high school recruit in 2022, the number one QB in that class, and the Gatorade Player of the Year in 21 and 22. He transferred from USC this past offseason to go to Boise State. That's why Boise State is -110.
I was gonna say, I feel like they've been kind of buns the past couple.
Yeah, yeah, no, their QB from last year, Taylon Green, 6'6", 221, transferred from Boise State to Arkansas. And then Boise State got this Malachi Nelson dude from USC. South California. Southern California. Fuck you
So,
anyway. It don't matter. Fuck you, SoCal.
yes. Actually, but I love you. Part of
No,
you.
honestly, Max, it's a great, like, it's kind of lame, but like if we're doing, let's just say we're doing a non-Power 5 conference winner parlay, that's a good one just to add to like one more and just be like, okay, let's see how we do here. And what I mean when I say that is maybe Memphis to win the American Athletic Conference at +220, maybe the University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners to win the AAC with Frank Harris, if you remember him. Frank Harris was an absolute stud there. They're +450, if I'll be honest with you, Max. I kind of like them over Memphis, but Memphis does return their 4-year starter, Seth Hennigan, their QB. He threw for 20. Every year he's been there, he's thrown for 20 or more touchdowns and 8 or less interceptions. 3 to 4,000 yards a season, then very solid. And then we got a cute little Tulane at +350 because they have the backup QB from Oregon, Ty Thompson. So that's the American Athletic Conference. And last but certainly not least, we have Miami of Ohio. Shout out Oxford. Shout out, Max, we're going to shout out a couple people. We're going to shout out our fucking one cousin who's currently there, Jack Carlin, who is a Red Hawk. We also have two cousins that are also Miami grads, and that's Katie Bodenstead and AKA Hall and Andrew Hall. So we've got 3 Miami of Ohio grads in the family. We're gonna just piggyback on that because they're the favorites in the MAC, +250. Max, guess who their quarterback's brother is? He's a quarterback who went to Missouri, was a top 10 pick.
Gabbert.
Huh?
Gabbert.
Yep, Gabbert. It's Brett Gabbert. It's Blaine's little brother is the starting QB for
Oh,
Miami.
I didn't even see you had it. You actually had it written down. I didn't even see that.
Yep. No, Blaine Gabbert's brother, who's been there for like ever. So Miami of Ohio, Max, I think between Miami of Ohio +250 and Boise State at -110, I think we just maybe sit on that and maybe we do a little joint brothers podcast, maybe a nice little investment. A couple hundred, like 100 each. See where that goes.
Yeah.
It was a big one. We are gonna have some big long-term bets. I don't know about you. I'm doing it this year. I'm tired of betting a bunch week to week and not having any futures to rely on. So lesson learned there. And then Max, I got 3 more bets related to that. So I'm sorry I didn't loop them in earlier. But UTSA, Frank Harris, and the Roadrunners over 8 wins this year, -125.
Mm.
Miami of Ohio. Max, if they are the favorites to win the division, why is there over 8 wins plus 100? If you are the favorite to win your conference, you're telling me you're not going to win 9 games?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yep. So Miami of Ohio plus 100 over 8 wins. And then lastly, this is just in the American Athletic Conference. I agree UTSA over 8 is more my favorite. But if Memphis is the number one favorite in the American Athletic Conference and their over under is 9 on the money, and it's plus 100, I'm gonna also hit that.
Yeah.
It's not a great idea, but at the same time, you're telling me that if Ohio State's the number one team in the country, they're not going to win at least 10 games. Like Ohio State's going to win 10 games. I don't know. So that is our non-power five.
Yeah.
Just some other shit, but honestly, Max, that's really all I have. And I've been talking a lot. So anything you have on the small guys, and that's more my niche, right? JMU, all those guys. That's more my. You gave us the Big 12. I give you the little munchkins.
No. Yeah. No, I think that's good. Like I said, I think these out of powers conferences are going to be actually more important than we think. We
Hmm.
might like say Dub V has two, maybe three losses, and then we see like Coastal like having a big game, but they only have well, I guess they would probably do you think I guess this is a question we could bring up later, but like do you think these non-power fives or fours are gonna need to go undefeated to get in? Or is it just pretty much up to like, oh, there's only two SEC teams with undefeated or one loss, the rest have like four, but this guy only has one from the Sun Belt. Like, how do you, I don't know. We can get into that later, but that's just a question that's in my mind.
I mean, if this is all we have, if that's all you have for non-power five in college football right now, I'm gonna pull up last year's playoff rankings, and then we'll just for theoreticals,
All right. Yeah,
we're not gonna go game by game, but just for reference, so I'm gonna
no, that's
pull.
fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's just see who the top 12 and matchups would be. All right, so what was it? It was so it's 12, and then it was the top four. Get
Get by.
by. Okay. So if we just played it like we did last year, Michigan, what I mean, it's just the playoff, but Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama all get buys for this past season. Then you have Florida State playing Oklahoma, Georgia playing Ole Miss, Ohio State playing Penn State, and Oregon playing Missouri. So if you look at it, Notre Dame was 16, Louisville was 15, Zona was 14, and LSU was 13. All of those, if you look at the top 12, not a single team had 3 losses. And I'd imagine that's probably the case going forward. Like, I think they would take a Liberty at 11-0 or 12-0 or 11-1. They would take that over a 9-3 Notre Dame, I would think. A
Yeah.
a coach like so for example, Max, Liberty went 13-0, got their ass beat by Oregon in the bowl game, but Liberty was only 23,
Right.
and the next
Okay.
highest non-power four wasn't anyone. The only non
Yeah, another one. All right.
because SMU is now a power four.
I guess you're right. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. So just for reference, there definitely will be like if Liberty goes undefeated, they're gonna put them at 12. And
Well,
that's
I was thinking that because like
I mean Notre Dame just has to win
Coastal
10
went
games.
undefeated that one year and was like eighth or something.
Who?
Coastal when they
Oh
went
yeah.
like eight.
Yeah, they were right outside the graphic. They did like the 4, the 5, 6, 7, and then it was like, oh, if we did 8, it would be Coastal. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it would have slapped in the dick, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
it's like they'll. I mean, dude, if there's a non-power four that goes undefeated, there's no, regardless of what last year's rankings is, there's no way that they open it up to 12 teams and they don't put like Liberty if they go 13. That would be absolutely.
Right. I guess that makes more sense because then it opens it up. They're not going to be like, well, yeah, Liberty is going to be in like the Rose Bowl or something, you know?
Yeah, yeah. They'll just be like first round, they'll play like they would have played last year's Florida State.
Right.
They
Yeah.
were, I mean, dude, last year they played Oregon, who was number 8, and they lost like 51 to like 14. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's one of those, but you got to get them in there. I respect that. But yeah, you know what that does? And we'll do way more Notre Dame talk later. So I don't want to get into Notre Dame because we have to get into these guys. But 12 makes it much easier for Notre Dame because Notre Dame was year in and year out mostly 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so it used to be Notre Dame has to go undefeated to make the playoff. Notre Dame almost made the top 12 last year and they lost 3 games. So Notre Dame goes 10-2. They should be in that top 12. They go 11-1, higher, 12-0, obviously higher. But if they go undefeated, 1 loss or 2 loss, there's no reason Notre Dame shouldn't get in the playoff. So I'm
Oh,
excited.
yeah.
I'm excited for that for us. For us. But
Yeah.
so awesome, awesome. Any other college football, or shall we get to the best division in all of the National Football League?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Um, Max, I don't even know where to fucking start, dude. I have so much shit. I could just go on and on and on and on and on. But we're just gonna do the NFC North for everyone because we're at the end of the podcast and it's a great time for us to just talk all our shit. Sean's not here; he doesn't have to listen to Bears and Packers talk for 3 hours and get his couple questions in. We will give him the AFC North floor very very soon. We've got the schedule. We've got a tentative schedule. We'll see who can make what, and then we'll adjust. But this week's going to be the NFC North. And honestly, Max, I think I think honestly the newest team, the most excitement, everything going on is the Chicago Bears. We've talked about a couple props and stuff, but talk to me. Just Caleb Williams, how we feeling? What's the news in camp? Where's our head at? If you want to throw out some bets, we'll get into that later. But if you want to throw out ones that you really, really love, um, I guess you can barely see my two brothers. Look at that. Oh, I'm not drinking it at all, Max. Oh, there it is.
Sorry, I can't talk right now. My throat's closing up.
Oh,
Um, Kidding. Some good old stuff right there. Yeah. So, I feel like we've brought our teams up almost every pod, like
oh yeah.
since the season ended. Um, but not gonna get too big of a head, not gonna be crazy. There are a couple things that I like, and I guess technically, like when I said that, it realized that might be a little crazy considering our past 3 seasons, but I'm excited. This is a whole new team. Even from like last year, we got Sweat midway, even maybe like 3/4 of the way through the
Yeah.
season. Um, Huge. Absolutely turned our fucking team around, our defense around. Uh, Gained Keenan Allen, gained Rome Meduze, gained Caleb Williams, gained DeAndre Swift. I mean, there's just so much that we have done, and I'm super excited. But I'm gonna keep it real. I think over 8.5 is a little scary for us, considering that it's -165 wins. Obviously, I didn't say 8.5 wins, but Bears to get 9 wins is a little scary. I like it a lot as a biased boy. But I'm just scared. Yeah, I mean, I grew up a Bears fan. We've got an NFC championship, which is awesome. But other than that, we haven't done jack dick, and I just don't know what to do. Um,
I think it's fair.
it's Caleb Williams' it's rookie year. It's not like I don't know. Like I feel like Jordan Love had like, well, obviously he does, but like you know what I mean. Like we're giving him like we're giving Caleb Williams all this shit. Like he's already had the playbook for 2 years, 3 years. You know, like he's
Yeah.
still got a lot to learn. We got a new OC. Um, like we got all this shit to work out. So I know it's going to be a little rough at first, probably. I hope it's not, but I would just like to say that the Bears to make playoffs is like minus 115, and that is crazy. I don't think I've seen that in a while.
Yeah, it's even gone down since I wrote my notes.
Really?
It, I had minus 120.
Well, yeah, my notes are
Oh,
from yesterday.
okay, so but that's what's crazy too is that has changed though.
True.
Uh, but I like that.
I just don't want to say too much. I'm just scared. I guess all this jitter, all this rambling I'm doing just shows that I'm just scared. I truly don't know what to expect.
I mean, dude, you remember how I felt um last year? I was like a fucking psycho roller coaster. It's
Well,
like,
yeah, you were on a different level though. You like I was way more calm than you, and you were winning games, and I was losing every possible game.
you're trying to say.
Like your expectations are way higher
Yeah,
than
I'm a
mine.
crazy person. I'm a crazy
I
person.
know, but when I have a chance at high expectations, I feel regret giving having those because of what dog shit organization we are.
I was gonna say, Max, how many Hall of Fame quarterbacks have you had?
That's what.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm used to. I literally never lived a life where I didn't have a Pro Bowl quarterback as my quarterback.
what about
And the
Flynn?
second that happens, the second Jordan Love starts stinking and the Packers start stinking is probably the time this podcast takes off. Like it'll probably take the Packers to be shitty for me to be entertaining. It's like, oh fuck this guy, the fucking Packers. Then when they suck, everyone's gonna tune in because they're all gonna be like, fuck you. Remember when the Packers had a bad season? I'll be like, no, I don't. And they'll be like, now it's the time. And I'll be like, nah, 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 nah. And so I'll have that. Everyone will be dancing around me with masks and shit and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. So we'll see. Um, no, I don't hate that. I mean, dude, the Bears are right there behind the Packers in terms of playoff odds. Packers 225, Lions at plus 135, and then the Vikings at plus 1,000. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the Packers make the playoffs, but I'll do my like full spiel in a sec, but I want to get through some odds and stuff. I mean, to be honest with you, I would prefer the minus 115 to make the playoffs for the Bears versus winning the division at plus 275. But I'd also take the Packers at
And
Packers are
then
like minus 155 to make the playoffs, and I don't like that.
and then to just so this is kind of basically saying we won't win the division, but we'll make playoffs. So it's kind of like almost a little loophole. Bears wild card seed is plus 215.
Oh, I don't hate that.
So it's like
I mean,
they probably won't win the division, but they're like, so yeah, if pretty much. I mean, yeah, I can't get the words out, but yeah,
I put
way better odds than to make the playoffs because we're probably not going to win the division.
yeah, that is weird. Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, we should
Yeah.
take note of that.
Yeah.
Fucking sense. Because even their over 8.5 wins for the Bears is minus 165. So like it's basically saying they're gonna win 9 games. They might not make the playoffs, but if they do, it might not be the wild card, but they might win it. Like,
Yeah, it did. Like it's just they don't know what to do.
okay, so we're gonna go wild card spot Bears. I love that because me and Colby, we drove home from the lake on Sunday and we went through
Oh,
each
cold
team.
down there.
Yep. I hadn't seen the house, so I was like, because we talked on Wednesday after basketball on Monday, and I was like, so what are you doing this weekend? He's like, oh, I'm just chilling. I was like, well, me and Sean are going down the lake. I was like, you haven't been to Lake House, have you? And he's like, no. And I was like, what are you doing this weekend? I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, dude, come on down. So it was good.
fuck
But
yeah.
yeah, I was talking to him and we did the exercise on the drive. It was literally we went division by division, who we think's gonna win, who we think's gonna get in the playoffs. Then we did the whole seeding for each division or each conference. And then we just broke it down because we had an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I had the Bears as my 7th seed. I think they can sneak in at the 7. They could be a 6 or even a 5, but honestly, I think I had the Packers winning the division, bias involved, and then Lions being like a nasty 5 seed. It's going to be the
Yeah.
other way around. Lions are going to win the division. Packers will be a good 5 seed. 6, I had the Cowboys.
He just admitted it.
Yeah, well, I have 6 as the Cowboys because I have the Eagles winning the division. And then I was like, who the fuck do I put at 7? And I was like, you know what? The fucking Bears. So I like that pick a lot. Okay, that is good to know. Um, I might I'm honestly I mean, dude, Packers are plus 225 to win the division. Don't hate it. I don't love it. I think it might be the Lions' year again. But at the same time, Packers minus 155 to make the playoffs, or Packers to win 10 or more games at minus 135. So they're Packers are going to be right there. I think they win 10 games and they make the playoffs, but I'll take the 10 games at minus 135 over making the playoffs at minus 150.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I like that.
Um, Lions are over 10.5 wins for minus 135. Under is plus 110. Is there anything you like on that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. What about the Vikings under 6.5 wins at plus 130? Because I fucking love that. I think the Bears are better, the Packers are better, and the Lions are better. And I don't I don't
I
really
could see all three of us sweeping them. So that's fucking 6 losses right there.
yeah. I'm gonna pull their schedule just for shits and giggles.
If it's the same as us, actually, we don't do that anymore, right? Where we
No,
all
so
play the
some
same.
of
It's
it
kind of different.
it's mostly the same, but it's mostly the same, but there's a couple divisions where like you might like you
Oh, you
play
play two, but they play the other two, right?
yeah, or like we all like everyone in our division plays the AFC West, but you guys play the Chiefs, we play the Chargers,
Yeah.
Vikings play the Raiders. All right, so regular season, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. All right, Max, listen to the Vikings' first 6 games. First 6 games of the Vikings season. Giants, close, but they probably can lose that
The
as easily.
Giants are all healthy and stuff. Yeah.
They could win or lose that game. Okay. So we'll call it a toss up for now. It's not going to be relevant. Next game is the Niners. The following one is the Texans. The one after that is the Packers. The one after that is in London against the Jets. And the following is the Lions. Um, they also play the Rams, the Colts, the Jaguars, the Titans, the Falcons, the Seahawks. Like non-divisional. I don't think
Those are, dude, that's not bad. But if If
22.
Richardson's doing good, they probably lose to Colts. They probably lose to Jacksonville. They probably beat Tennessee.
I think
Um,
you beat them at least. I think the Bears beat them at least one time. I think the Lions beat them both, and I think the Packers beat them both. I think you go 1-1.
no, we beat them both. We
That's
should
what
have beat them both last year.
0-6,
No, I'm thinking the Lions should.
0-6, 0-7, 0-8, 0-9, 0-10. If you say they're going to lose every division game,
Oh, well,
they're also going to lose to the Niners, the Texans, the Jets, the Colts, and the Jaguars. That already puts them at 10 losses.
they
Where
probably, dude, they might lose to Seattle.
no,
At
that's what I'm saying.
Seattle.
So under
Oh,
under
I didn't hear you say that. Yeah.
yeah, so I think we're both on the under then.
Yeah.
We
So
also you also can't be high on the Bears, Lions, and Packers overs, and then also be high on the Vikings. It's kind of like someone has to lose more games.
no, I think they only win 4 games. I'm
Yeah,
right.
I agree. I
Yeah.
do too. And
I'm
I
looking
think
at it. Maybe LA or Indianapolis slips up or they could win that the Rams, Colts, Jaguars stretch. They could win one of those three.
one.
They need to win one of those three, but yeah. The only one that's home is the Colts. The other ones are away.
Dude, the Colts are gonna win all the games they should, lose to all the teams they shouldn't. They're gonna be
I
like,
hope Anthony Richardson goes nuts,
I think he will. I think he will, dude.
stays healthy.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, there's no way.
Dude, they're fucked.
Yeah,
They
they're
actually do. I was like, it's not that hard, but that is a pretty hard schedule.
oh yeah. I didn't think it was hard at first.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, okay,
I
that doesn't
guess
look.
same. Like it is A-Rod gonna stay healthy, shit like that.
Yeah, they're not gonna have any issues then. Um, damn, that's crazy. So okay, so we got through that. I'm just looking through the Packers schedule, seeing if there's any. I mean, yeah, there's some obvious ones. Like we get the Saints, Dolphins, Eagles instead of like Giants and the fucking. We still play the Colts, but okay. Let me see where else we're at. Prop bets. I have so many prop bets, but Max, I have a lot of prop bets on your future quarterback and some other Bears. But before I go, give me some Caleb Williams props and then any other Bears props that you're looking at.
Man, honestly, I really have just looked at oh, I thought I had it. Well, I thought I had rookie of the year up, but I did not. Just Caleb Williams, most regular season passing yards out of all the rookies is plus 100. And I mean, after him, Jaden Daniels plus 250, McCarthy plus 500, Nix 500, May 1600, and so forth. So, like, I think that's an absolute lock in right now at plus 100
Dude,
because it's only going to get worse. I bet his probably offensive rookie. I thought that's what I had.
I
Offensive rookie of the year is probably around the same. I would also hammer that. And I don't know. We have a couple more. I'm gonna do a little more deep dive, but like
okay. I didn't know
I
if you had. I just was more Caleb Williams specific.
yeah. No, but yeah, Caleb, I mean, give him every single thing. I mean, I'll say you brought it up to me, so I'll say that Caleb at 400 passing, 400.
4,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 4,000 passing yards is plus 350. And that is super fantastic. But you got to remember, these colors don't pass over 3,000. So it's gonna be scary. I'm sure he can do it if all goes well. Now it's plus 115 instead of Whoa. Oh wait, never mind. I was looking at something else. Yeah, you switched it. I saw the Caleb. But yeah, I I just scared. I'm scared. The only bet I did on the Bears last year was Tremaine Edmonds, like total tackles, which hit, which is awesome. I put like a, a lot on it. So that was a good little reminder once the season ended. But
Oh shit.
I definitely gonna look. I'm gonna look more into it. I know the odds are gonna change soon, hopefully in my favor versus not. But I think you should lock in that most passing yards from a rookie at plus 100 for Caleb because I think that probably next week that's going to be like minus 110.
Yeah, no, I mean, we'll bet responsibly, but Max, we should talk about that often. Maybe putting that as a long bet for the boys. Maybe see if we can get some other investors. We'll see. Uh, or it's just us. But I love it. What I'll do, Max, I'll fire off some Caleb Williams bets that you didn't mention. Just yay, nay. We'll do it real quick. I think it's worth betting. 25 or more passing touchdowns. Caleb Williams is plus 115. Okay, so 25 or more. However, over 23 and a half passing touchdowns, so 24 or more is minus 125. I don't hate the minus 25 and getting that extra touchdown in there. Thoughts on that? Because it's plus 115 versus a minus 125, and it's one fucking touchdown difference. It's a difference between 24 and 25 touchdowns, which is
I
crazy.
think with the weapons, I mean, I know
I think
DeAndre's a pretty he's a 50-50 running and receiving. I'm not gonna say he's like a McCaffrey or anything, but I know DeAndre Swift can catch a good bit, so I think that would be big in his total. So I think, yeah, I don't hate that plus 115 at 20. You said 25, right?
yep, 25 or more. Like that's like the alternate one,
Right.
and had his regular line at 23 and a half.
Yeah, I don't hate giving that extra tutty. I mean, he's got Allen, DJ. I mean, dude, he's got all the weapons. I think he can easily do it.
I don't think he throws for 30. I could see him between 26 and 29, though. Like, honestly, I
Right.
could see him going for 28 touchdowns and like 11 picks and like 4,000 yards, couple rushing touchdowns. And then the next year, he's throwing like 35 tuds, six interceptions, and like 4,500 yards. Give him this year, but at the same time, let's take advantage of some of these lower things because who knows? We might not ever get a Caleb Williams. I mean, you look at Mahomes, 25 or more touchdowns, he's like minus like 500. So not to say Caleb Williams can do that, but he absolutely could be a guy next year where we're like, oh, we can't even bet his playoff or like we can't bet anything.
Doesn't have under 30. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like 29 and a half and like 5,000 yards. And we'll be like, well, shit. Um, so I love that a lot. He's got every weapon. So I think take advantage of some of those. Um, let's see what else I got. Let's see what else I got. Caleb Williams, real quick, before I get into the other fun stuff. Dude. Let's just get into some regular props for him. Caleb Williams over 3,501 yards passing, minus 125. Minus
Yeah.
125, Max. So we could get his 23 and a half passing touchdowns and 3,500 yards for like plus like 170, 150, something like that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I think out of all the Caleb Williams bets, I think over 3,500 passing yards is
Oh,
a
yeah. That's fucking
that's like
beautiful.
my best bet of that's my best Caleb Williams bet. Like there, I don't think there's and I'm gonna highlight it right now so I don't forget. We're gonna bold it too while we're there. Yeah, dude. I don't think y'all DeAndre Swift, very solid. He's not a 100 carry per game guy. He's like, oh, let me get 10 carries, 10 catches. You know what? I'll take 10 more carries while we're at it. Like, it's like a half and half guy. So I love that Caleb Williams one. I already said the touchdowns. Yep. I got a couple of their Bears ones we'll get to, but that's it from Caleb Williams. Anything else you want to throw on Caleb Williams? I mean,
No, I'm excited.
oh yeah. Well, first podcast that we do the picks, I expect painted nails. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. All right, sweet. Well, let's get into some other picks then. Um, I still haven't gotten into my Packers pick. I'm kind of just gonna leave that till the end. Just for the sake of everyone else involved here. Other props. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Max, is plus 150 and the number two highest odds guy for leading the entire league in receiving yards. How do we feel about Amon-Ra St. Brown?
No, he's not leading the fucking league. Not even, no, he's
But
not.
do you think Jefferson is also Jefferson's the number one guy at plus 135? I don't think Justin Jefferson's the leading receiver either.
No, I think,
And Devontae Adams is the next one, and he's plus 450. I
yeah, and
think
I think it's
he
gonna
knew
be
too
DJ
much
Moore. No,
too much
uh,
sharing. Too much sharing.
no, dude, no, I don't think it's gonna be. I think that I don't think it's actually a bad bet looking at it because you're right. Jay Jetta, I mean, with
He's definitely
McCarthy,
not. He's not.
like that's a tough one to say that he will with a rookie quarterback. If even that, I mean, it could be Sam Darnold, but still, you know, what
I,
you had your hand up. But
I just want to bring up a quick who is the guy you were just talking about where all the odds were all weird and we had a parody. Who was the guy you were just talking about? It was
huh?
like this guy has these odds, but not here, but here. Oh, no, it's just the
Yeah,
Bears.
it's the team. Yeah.
It's the Bears play the Bears wild
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
So I found the same thing, Max, because I was looking at it and I was like, Justin Jefferson is the leading receiving yards guy, but then I go to the receptions and he's only on the Vegas lines, he's only expected 89 and a half catches is his over under. So like, are they inflating his lead
So
receivers? Because dude, if
that's like
Jefferson,
that's like seven a game, right?
yeah, but dude, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, CD Lamb, and like Tyreek Hill are like 100 or more catches. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown caught like 106. Jefferson caught like 108 last year. So they're saying his number is going to drop by almost 20. But yet, he might have 20 less receptions, but somehow he's the number one guy in leading yards.
He does do that though. I mean, he
Yeah,
does
dude,
like, you know,
89. If you get 90 catches, if Vegas says your over under is 89 and a half catches, there is no fucking way you lead the league in catches. Jefferson had 108 last year.
with Kurt though.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So how the fuck is Justin Jefferson going to lead the league in reception yards?
Oh,
There's
okay. Sorry, yeah, yeah. I thought you were about to be like, yeah.
oh, like he's going to do better? No, no.
Or
No,
like, no, do
and
this.
it's not Amon St. Brown's thing, but like Justin Jefferson's definitely not going to lead the league. No way. No way. Can I do a not to lead the league in passing? Because I'll do
I
that.
know I mean, we've seen some of the things that he's done where it's like, oh,
Oh,
it wasn't even open and he caught it. But like, I don't know if JJ's gonna be able to just be like, oh, there's Jeddah, boom. Oh, there's like, like
No,
it's
he's not.
not gonna be like that. So yeah,
Dude,
I don't know. I think I mean, dude, like Tyreek, like if Tua can stay healthy, is Tyreek just gonna be able to fucking get there? I know Tyreek got hurt too. I mean, what did he do? He had like 800 yards in the first 4 games or whatever.
oh,
Like,
it was insane. It was
dude,
insane. No, I
Tyreek's
don't like
not a
that
bad
because
guy to look at.
I'm just baiting Jay Jetta really hard.
Yeah, I like him too. For a Vikings guy, I like him.
Oh
But
yeah.
now that I think about it, yeah, it's like he would pull like that Randy Moss stat where it's 3 catches for 130, 3 tutties, yeah, and that's all. You're like, oh, all right. But I bet his receptions, not his yardage.
Yep. Yep. And this is crazy. What is this? Because I'm like looking at here we go. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the receiver odds. Regular season, yeah. Yeah, it's Jefferson plus 135, Amon-Ra St. Brown 150, Devontae 450, Debo plus 1400, and Kittle plus 3000. I don't know what those odds were coming from, but
Yeah.
because you look at the wide receiver milestone section and it's just like the I don't know, man. I don't know. This is not. You know what? DraftKings is giving me some fits, and I'm getting a little frustrated. But we'll continue that. All right, let's get back to basics. All right, so Jay Jetta, we agree there. Um, so you already said Caleb Williams, 4,000 passing yards. I do like that. Just for reference, Jordan Love plus 110 and Jared Goff minus 135 to also do 4,000 plus, which I love. I think Jordan Love throws for 4,000 or more. I think
Yeah.
Jordan Love throws for 4,030 touchdowns. I don't know how many picks he has. He probably has like 10 to 12, but
I don't hate it.
um,
Hate
let's see.
him.
Dude, Love was minus 295 for 25 or more touchdowns. Plus 160 for 30 or more.
Yeah.
But if you do his over under 27 and a half at minus 115, right in between.
I like it.
Let's see. DeAndre Swift plus 310 to get 1,000 yards rushing today or this season.
Today. That's
Yeah.
unusual.
Never. And then yeah, there's some other ones too to look at.
Yeah. Bears they switch it up. Believe we still have Hill and Foreman. Or not Hill, Jesus, Herbert and Foreman. So that'll be interesting. Um, Monty, I mean, I see that you got Monty for 1K at plus 280. I do not hate that at all. I
Nope.
think he could have a big year. Gibbs is more of that receiving back, as we all know. 1K doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a good bit.
Well, when you guys share,
Yeah, especially when you got to share. I think Jacobs will be interesting as well. I always forget. I will forever forget until probably week 3 that he's on the Packers.
is that the first game against you guys?
No, just because I don't want to watch y'all. So if I'm not with you, mom or Emma, I won't be watching that shitty fucking Sorry. Um,
You're an
yeah.
owner. You're a fucking owner. Get your shit together. You're fucking
I literally have this. Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah. I don't even have tattoos, bro. I don't even have shit. I'm bare as a bitch, and this man has more to that.
I made fun
I respect it though. What do you think about Gibbs at a plus 140 though? If
I don't
it's
know,
almost
dude.
like if you
Dude,
go
that's the thing.
Monty,
With these dual backs, like what the fuck? I don't know.
yeah,
Because they both just get like 850 and you're like, well, that's really fucking annoying.
yeah, you're not wrong, dude.
And then
And
Amon Ra gets what did we have? I guess top it wasn't like a specific, so it'd be
I think
top.
he might have the most yards or receptions. Mm. I'm just scared, like Jamar Chase, CD Lamb
I
might
think
get.
I think if anything you look at Jameer Gibbs total yards or something, be like,
Okay, I don't have that, but yeah, that's a
what
good
is
call.
his passing and rushing? Like if it's say it's 1.5K and it's only minus 100 or like minus 110. I think that would kind of be almost a safer bet than the 1K rushing for plus 114 or Jesus, plus 140.
What number did you say? Like a
I'd say
1400?
like like a 1500 for both.
Yeah, that's pretty close,
Which
honestly.
is which is actually now that I think about it is pretty fucking good, but still.
It's right around where he's right around their projection. A couple sites have him more, a couple sites have him less. So
Oh,
I don't. No, that's good. I don't hate that at all. I'll just tell you what, Max. Like, yeah, Jordan Love might throw less yards this year and touchdowns and whatever. He might not, but there's no fucking way that Josh Jacobs doesn't have 1,000 yards at plus 115. At plus one fucking 15, dude. Are you shitting me? And he's plus 285 for 10 or more touchdowns. Dude, who's getting the ball in the fucking end zone? It's Josh Jacobs. I'm not trying to stunt, but Josh Jacobs bat a ball. Um, the only guy that I think's worthy of a 10 or more touchdown prop is probably David Montgomery, and he is plus 150. So I don't really like that. Plus 150 to score 10 touchdowns rushing is not easy.
yeah.
But
Not
Max, let me throw a couple Bears props at you that I haven't had yet. Um 750 or more receiving yards. Actually, yeah, plus 140 for Mr. Roma Dunze. However, if you wanted to go over 675 and a half receiving yards, that's a coin flip for Mr. Roma Dunze. So you buy 74 and a half yards and you go from plus 140 to minus 110. How you playing that? Because I think it goes.
Oh man. I don't know. I love the plus money. I mean, yeah, it's hard not to do that.
You're not wrong. I'm trying to pull up his shit real quick. I mean, dude, bro, in what I look at from a perspective, like he's closer to like an 800 range than anything. So yeah, I don't hate the 770 or the 750.
Yeah, not at all.
I mean, 750, that's nothing. Um, let's see what else. DJ Moore, 1,000 yards. Speaking of the jersey,
Oh yeah, dude, easily. Ease of fucking Lee getting 1,000 yards. You fucking me?
plus
Are you
115.
fucking me right now?
Plus 115, that's easy money, right?
What? No, actually, I'm not. I was about to take a shot for it, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Take a shot. I'll take a shot. I'll take a
all
shot.
right, fine.
Here, I'll take one. Well, you can't see it because it's
This is
behind me.
my old pepper with my
I'll go like this.
hat.
But you can't see it, but I'll just go like this and you can see it. You see it? Do you see it now? Ready?
Yeah. Oh, I saw it.
Yep. Shots.
Taking some old pepper. This shit was some good stuff. They can't even ship this out of Lexington, dude. It's bullshit. You can only get this in Lexington, Kentucky.
And to that, we drink to DJ Moore, 1,000 yards or more at plus 150. If anyone was wondering, that's what we're doing. I love my brother. I love my father. I love my Chicago heritage. And that's why we drink for DJ Moore, number two. So I love that. Max, I have one more Bears prop to throw at you.
Throw it.
Has nothing to do with offense. Has everything to do with defense. Has everything to do with a guy who just got paid. He's a Pro Bowler, one of the best corners in the league. He's starting to look a lot like my favorite cornerback, Mr. Jair Alexander, but he's from Utah. This
Fuck off. Fuck off with that.
Hey, I'm just trying to talk impact. But Jalen Johnson over 1.5 interceptions at minus 125. Max, tell me why there's no chance he doesn't at least have 3 to 4. Like, what the fuck are we doing here with this 1.5 bullshit?
Yeah. Do I dare? Um, yeah. I will literally put my whole life savings. I would put my whole fucking anything that I have. I don't have much, but I would put it on the line.
Let's take a
And you
look.
know what I will do? This is probably crazier. No, this not. This is I will pull a big cat, and I don't know if he would always say his whole pinky or like half his pinky. I will cut off the top
No, it's
this
the tip of the pinky. It's the tip
yeah,
of the pinky.
I will cut off this tip of my pinky if fucking
That's a
Jalen
lot.
Johnson doesn't have 2 interceptions. I will cut this off. And we can clip this right now. This I guess
Oh, we
this
will, dude. We will fucking clip this.
I will cut this little fucking thing off right now if Jalen Johnson doesn't get 2 interceptions. This is absolutely.
It is 8:53
And
p.m.
can I say with a as long as he doesn't miss out on 3 games. Three
Oh
games is
no, no, we'll do more than that. We'll do like 6.
I was
Yeah.
just
Oh, injury, anything less than or anything more than 6.5 games. So if they play 10 of the 17, then your bet is valid. How about that?
there. If he
That's
doesn't get 2.5 or 2 interceptions,
just two. Just two.
Jalen Johnson doesn't get 2 interceptions, that my pinky nail is pretty much gone. I'll just cut it off. I have so many tools in my thing. I'll just fucking
Honestly, it would probably play well to what you do for work because they'll just be like, "Oh yeah,"
Oh, yeah. I can
they'll just
grab.
be like, "Yeah, I cut my finger off for fun yesterday.
Yeah. No, I can't get workers' comp.
Freaking pals the other day."
I can't get workers' comp though. So
You know what?
they drug test.
Uh, okay. Well,
I'm
that's the problem.
California sober, as they say.
I was like, wait, have someone just chop your finger off by accident. But now that we're talking about it, it makes a little more
No, just
difficult.
be a nice machete, just and then we burn the tip.
Well, I don't have a pinky bet for Jair Alexander because Jair is a slap queen. Man does not like interceptions. He likes just pushing the ball out of bounds and then so his over under 1.5 is plus 150, different from Jalen Johnson. But Max, another defensive prop I love. Excuse me. Um, Packers have a new D coordinator, Jeff Hadley, a ball swarmer from Boston College. He loves his safeties. He loves rushing the quarterback. A guy who I think can benefit very well from this. Not maybe in the pinky bet that Jalen Johnson has, but a bet that I really like. And you know what? If I can think of something better preseason that isn't chopping my finger off, I will do it. Just to put into perspective, it's 8 sacks essentially that Rashawn Gary would have to get to win my bet versus 2 interceptions. So not to say the Jalen Johnson one will sweat you. I think he gets 2 in the first like 8 weeks, to be honest with you. But Rashawn Gary beating 8 sacks is gonna sweat me till like way later than I want my pinky to be sweating in. Um, that won't be my bet. But yeah, I love Rashawn Gary over 7.75 sacks. Um, I know I just said a Packers prop, but that was defensive. That was my only other defensive prop. The Jalen Johnson one, Max. I'm glad you fed into that completely because I was like, this is some psycho shit. This is some psycho shit. If you think he's
Yeah, and I went a little psycho mode. I hope I don't have to fucking jump off my pinky.
yeah, I don't think you will. I'll support you on that. So that's it for defense. Any other like props? It doesn't have to be Bears. I think I went through all my Bears props, but any like non-Bears props or thoughts or anything that you like? Because I can get into my Packers bag. I just wanted to leave that for last.
Yeah, just go ahead in your bag. I know we have more to talk about. We got about
Well, cut me off and shit.
no,
But yeah,
no. I'm saying we got like yeah, we have time, but get into that Packers bag because we can
yeah,
move on
yeah. All right.
to stuff in future.
Yep. One. So I'll just start with like prop wise. So 750 yards or more receiving. Um, I'll start with a guy that we didn't name that wasn't a Bear, wasn't a Packer. Jamison Williams from the Lions plus 135 to have 750 fucking yards. I'm sorry. Max, we were talking about pinky bets. The only reason I won't pinky bet this is because he could get hurt. That's the only reason I'm not pinky betting that. I love that bet. If he is playing and he's there full season, there's no fucking chance in hell with the amount of pressure and attention St. Brown will get that Jamison Williams doesn't reap some of that benefit. Um, if I'm going Packers related, I wrote down all of them. You'll see in the Word doc, but I'm not naming all of them. I think Jaden Reed at minus 120 for 750 yards is a lock. That might be my pinky bet, to be honest with you.
Dude, that
Uh,
was I'll say chime in real quick. I just had like a bubble in my throat, but chime in real quick. Best steal of our dynasty league. I fucking grabbed that man in the last round, and he's been amazing.
yeah, no, I think I got. I got Trey McBride and someone else, but still, that would have been a better pick. So I love that. I think Jaden Reed. The only thing that scares me, Max, is that he could have 700 receiving yards and 400 rushing. Uh,
He he's a low key Gabe Davis.
yeah, but like at least Jaden Reed rushes the ball.
True. Yeah, no, the worst is when you like bet on him to have certain amount of yards.
Like if it was like 1,000 total yards, I'd probably bet that. 750 receiving only, it gets a little
Yeah.
dicey. Um, I will mention this Christian Watson minus 110 for 750 receiving yards or more. I like it. I don't fucking love it. You know why, Max? Because Devontae Wicks, or sorry, I'm so used to Devontae Adams. Dontavion Wicks from UVA, who got shot, plus 225 to get 750 or more yards. I think that's a lock. It's not a pinky bet, but
Yeah.
I think Dontavion Wicks has a better chance of getting 700 yards than Romeo Dobbs or Christian Watson.
Yeah.
I think Jalen Reed is our Jalen Waddle. And I think Wicks becomes our 1A. I think Watson, we're not going to be able to pay him after this year. So without getting into too much, I think that's the case. And then um Wicks at plus 225. I feel that's good. Max, there's a couple good picks here, but I'll start with a guy at 1,000 receiving yards that you already named. It's DJ Moore at plus 115. The other guy I would say is Sam Laporta at plus 225.
Uh, You think?
Dude, there's probably five tight ends who are capable of 1,000 yards, and he's one of them.
I'd say, yeah, towards the end of the season, he definitely got more looks and stuff. But
I don't know. With Jameson Williams and everything else, it's tough, right? It's like you don't want to pick a team that's going to share the ball too much. But what do we feel about Keenan Allen getting 1,000 receiving yards at plus 300? Because
I don't
it's
know.
a
He's kind of I could see it just being like, oh, he just got a 70-yard touchdown. Like, like he's a big play kind of guy, but also, a big red zone guy. Um, so that's more of like the 20-yard shit. At plus 300, it's a little tough to say. I just don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have like that's the thing. Like I'm a Bears fan, so like, oh, we have two wide receivers with 1,000+ yards. Like, since when?
great question. What do you think the last time when was the last time Bear? I'm gonna look it up. When was the last time? I have two guesses. The only
Uh,
thing.
I'm gonna say like it's either Allen Robinson
Oh, I don't hate that.
and Alshon. Did they play together, dude? See, like that's
Ooh. I actually don't hate that.
I don't know if they played together though. I don't know. They didn't. But that's what I'm saying. Like in the same season, so it'd be
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
I don't think Allen and
Packers haven't done that in a while. I mean, it's Devontae Adams and then whoever else was getting the ball after the fact,
Jordy and Driver probably.
or like Jennings or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jennings. Nah,
I'm
dude.
sorry. I'm trying to look it
No,
up.
both of us. No, I don't think Alshon and they didn't play together, so it would have been like Alshon and Martellus Bennett, but he definitely didn't get 1,000. That's what I'm saying, dude. Not when I was alive.
I know. I'm trying to just literally pull up like the Bears. Like
It wasn't
it's
Johnny Knox and Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall, Alshon? There was that. I don't. That might have been a thing with Jay Cutler, Brandon Marshall, and Alshon Jeffrey.
no. I think who is it? You said Alshon and Brandon Marshall. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like
with Jay Cutler.
yeah. That sounds like the most.
I think that, but were they both over 1,000?
I think it was. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Oh yeah, top wide receiver duos for the Bears. Number one. It's
Oh, it
them.
was Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah, let's go. Wait, no, their combined was 1646 though. So that still was oh wait, that was through 11 weeks. So they had to have got it. They were,
Oh, they did.
let's go. I'm a Bears fan.
Yeah,
Ew,
yeah. So it was in
Mark Trestman. Yeah, but it was Jay Cutler, Josh McCown.
so it was 2013. It was Alshon had 1421 and Marshall had 1295.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So,
Wait a minute. The oh my God.
oh, dude.
Oh, this was
I
20, yeah,
remember.
2013 top wide receiver ranks. I just clicked on the thing. We were number one, and then it was Demarius Thomas, RIP, and then Wes Welker with the Broncos. Then Dez and Dez Bryant and who? As
For the Cowboys.
yeah,
What year?
2013.
Miles Austin.
Yep. How about that name? How about that fucking name? Miles fucking Austin, dude.
Hey, if
3 years
Max,
being the best like flex wide receiver two like out there for fantasy.
Max, if my SAT scores were based on useless football knowledge, I would have gone to Harvard. Uh, yeah. I'm trying to pull back up. Sorry. I'm trying to pull back. I'm trying to get us back to center. Um, my whole fucking shit is fucked up. Um, non, let's see. Um, I'm just trying to look at any other props that we had. Jared Goff over 25 and a half touchdowns at minus 110. I feel like that's pretty good. Goff over 4,050 yards, minus 110. And then Max, I think I said it, but Josh Jacobs, 1,000 rushing yards, obvious. Over 950 and a half rushing yards, plus 115. And then Jaden Reed over 4.5 receiving touchdowns at minus 120. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that was all I really had from like a betting perspective.
I like it.
Um, you already kind of talked Bears. Do you want to anything else you want to add Bears? Because I kind of want to talk a little more Packers.
Now, got all you.
All right. Um, there's some props out there for by division. Also, so I'll start with that, Max. Josh Jacobs is plus 250 to lead the NFC North in rushing. They say he's going to have about 1,100 yards. You know what's cool about a young quarterback, Max? If you have a good running back or a running back system or a good offensive line,
Hmm.
you don't have to rely on the quarterback to throw the ball all the time.
Yeah.
So, Josh Jacobs going to lead the NFC North in rushing yards. Touchdowns, I don't know. Not my problem. It's too much. Honestly, the NFC North is probably the worst division to try and do touchdown props with, just for anyone listening, because Gibbs and Montgomery are gonna fuck up everything. Like you could have it where who's the Bears run? Swift. Swift could have 11 touchdowns. Jacobs could have 12. Jameer Gibbs could have 8, and then Montgomery have like 16. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And Montgomery has like 800 yards, 16 touchdowns. Jameer Gibbs has like 1,300 yards and 6 touchdowns. And you're like, why does Gibbs have 7 touchdowns less than Montgomery and 400 more yards? So
Yeah.
I feel like dealing with that. Passing touchdowns. You got Love at plus 120 to lead. I actually don't hate Goff at plus 180. And then regular season passing yards, probably going to be Goff, but I mean, Love at plus 210 isn't a bad bet. Like, not to say Caleb Williams can't throw for longer at plus 750, but they've got a good little offensive line, and I don't see them rushing into it. So I don't hate Caleb Williams plus 750 to lead the division in passing, but at the same time, sprinkle, not load. Don't load the casket on that.
Oh yeah.
And I've already kind of given my Packers defensive rundown, offensive rundown. I think Packers go 11-6, probably squeak in the playoffs, and we'll see what the matchup is after that. If I had to do a quick prediction.
Oh yeah. I like it.
Anything from you, Max? You're
No. We
yeah,
got the Hall of Fame game tomorrow, or I guess today for those listening. But Caleb
yeah,
Williams will be playing. That is what it is. I think every other rookie, like Rome and all that fun stuff, I think most will be playing that first series. So that'll be fun. See what Tyson Badgett can do, you know. But
yeah.
yeah, it just, we get our first taste of NFL football tomorrow and football in general. I mean, we haven't seen college, we haven't seen any of that stuff. So super excited. I'm glad. I mean, I think I could probably say this is like our first Hall of Fame game since I've been alive, honestly. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun.
Let's go. And speak of the devil, I have another Bears fan, Alex Bloom, calling me right now. So I'll have to call him back once we wrap this up here in a sec.
Yeah.
Probably fantasy advice. So Max and Sean and whoever else is going to join us, I think whether we talk about it on the pod on Thursday nights going forward, and for everyone, tonight was a Wednesday night pod. Usually in the off season, we do Tuesday night pods. We're going back to football here soon. So once the previews are done, we will be Thursday nights. We'll try and post anything for Thursday night football games, but to be honest, unless it's the Packers, Bears, or Steelers, we probably won't post anything. We'll give the weekend picks.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe we'll get some upgrades on the editing kind of like content front. We're working on it slowly but surely. We love our stuff, but we've been doing this for a minute, so we'll get there. And Max, we have a great fucking season ahead of us. NFC North can be competitive.
Oh,
I call Balloon back. I'm sure it's fantasy related because that's all I'm useful for. But other than that, Max, I love you, dude. We're gonna have a great season. I'm glad we got the NFC North out of the way so that everyone else can just politely fuck off. And we'll get into the itty bitty shit for everyone other than me and Max. So when Sean joins here next week, we got other people a little bit more applicable and less biased, I guess.
yeah.
So, all right. Anything else, Max? Or let's go. Show the squad. Pack Bears, DJ Brown, Jordan Love. We love it. Um, we also kicked it off because you guys are gonna forget about this episode, and then when you come and listen week one, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, these fuckers hate each other now that the season started." So it'll be good. It'll be good. It's a good
Oh, yeah,
lead up. I think we did a good segue.
for sure.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Love you guys, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, guys.